Alright, we're back at the well. It's a different day. Much less hazy today. Clear blue skies. There's the sun. Alright, well, I already know it works. But, spoiler alert, it works. But I'll show you it working. Alright, here's the connection. Alright, we got the connection. And there you go, you can see it coming out of the hose there. Oh. Hose is vibrating a little bit. I think I might need to put something down in the case to help with the vibrations. But yeah, there it goes. It's a decent stream. I mean, for just getting it to come out whenever the sun comes out, that's not bad. Now, one of my questions though is, like whenever it was hazy yesterday, there wasn't enough power to get it to work. So, my question is it bad for the motor to be sending it a little bit of power, but not enough power to make the motor turn? And if so, well, if that's the case, then I'm going to have to create some sort of sensor to know whenever the solar panel has enough power to be able to power it. Either that, or I'd have to actually get a battery set up with an actual controller, but I'd like to have as few parts as possible in this project. There's also the option of getting another solar panel and hooking it up in parallel. That would give it more power and possibly make it, I think that would make it work in lower lighting conditions. Yeah, it's just a bunch of options, but good to see that it's working, at least in ideal circumstances. Alright, I'm currently in the process of installing a sump pump, what do they call it, a float switch. That's that little thing right there. I have it outside of the bucket I was filling up right now so that it, because right now it's actually hooked up. I guess I could just unplug it. I should probably do that. Anyways, so the hard part is going to be figuring out exactly what the flow rate for this well is, because I can't pump faster than it can refill. Otherwise, it'll start pumping dry. So the point of the float switch is to, if this bucket fills up to a certain point, then it will turn off the well. But I'm going to have a hole in this bucket that will be slowly draining. So it'll drain the water, and once it gets down to a certain, after it's turned off, it'll go down to a certain level, and then it'll turn the well pump back on. So I haven't completely thought this all the way through, but I'm pretty sure that will work. Anyways, I'm gonna get on that. This is my manual hand drill. It actually comes in pretty handy. It's basically just two chucks attached in the middle that I got off some old drills. You can also use this to as a universal coupling thing. So that's pretty slow rate right there. I guess what I really need to do is install some sort of a valve right here, an adjustable valve that I can, so I can make fine adjustments to the flow rate here. I don't have one of those right now, so I'm just using a drill bit. All right. Looks like it's working. So we got it coming out of here a lot faster than it is coming out down here, and it's filling up. And this float valve, once it gets to near the top, then it should turn it off. This is going to take a while. Oh, I made this little bracket thing out of a old coat hanger so that it keeps the wire at the level where I want it to be, or where I want it to turn off. So these pumps will turn off a little bit higher than this level, because it's got to go up a little bit more than that. We're getting some clouds. My pump is struggling. Alright. Got the well in a at least workable state right now. So I got it coming out of the well pipe there. Going into this bucket here. This is the bucket that prevents the well from pumping so fast that it pumps itself dry. And then it overflows, or well, I guess it's pretty much constantly pouring into this 5-gallon bucket. The idea was that eventually I'll have a bucket here. What I need to do is I need to cover this all up so that I don't have animals getting into it and whatnot, but the idea would be to have a bucket that I could easily just come and grab whenever I needed water, so I didn't have to sit here and wait for it to fill up. Anyways, then it overflows into this little channel that I made. Go across the road into Cat Pond. Goes all the way over there. And the theory is that it would have enough water to just overflow into this pond and keep it full. Now, that's going to take forever for this to actually fill up. And if it actually keeps up with the evaporation rate is another question. But anyways, other things that I still need to do. Like I said, I need to cover it up. Probably get the solar panel off of the ground so it doesn't get trampled by deer. A better option than this protection bucket thing would be to actually have a valve or a float switch inside of the well, so that way if it ever gets too low in the well that it would automatically shut off. This is this works, but it's not as much of a guarantee as that option would be. Anyways, there we go.